star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem.
It's kinda easy when you listen to the G-Up sound. Playing good speakers bumping as I got the sound for the
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Draymond Green is out there with Vucevic. Then it's the Prophet. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. White is out there with Edwards, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. We'll have to keep our eyes on the center matchup, Greg, in this one. These two bigs bring so much to their respective teams.
Yeah, and remember when people thought centers were going extinct? Look around the league. There's so much talent at that position, including the two guys we get to watch here tonight.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Even against a good contest, Gobert stays committed, focused, and gets it to go.
Picked by Vucevic. The Prophet passes to Vucevic, and the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
White dishes to Gobert. Back to Wright. Shot clock at 6. Edwards inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
The Prophet passes to Dosunmu. The tray. And he trains the 3. Good-looking shot there from the Prophet.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Edwards. To the right side. Towns against Green. And it's Towns missing. And here are the Bulls now. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
So it's the Timberwolves now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Left side, Edwards. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And DeRozan. Here we go. Good on the shot.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Wright finds Oubre. pass to Gobert. Now Edwards. He picked up 33 points in their last one against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
And so here is Chicago after Anthony Edwards missed from long range.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Oubre kicks to Edwards. Looking to end the run, and Edwards with the stuff.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
previous play is under review.
make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
To make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A chance to check out stats for him.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
And Edwards, no good on that one. Now that we're past the trade deadline, Greg, what's crucial as we head into the All-Star break?
Well, for teams that traded for players to try to make them comfortable, and for teams that stood pat to continue pounding that rock and building chemistry.
Chicago grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And there's the pass to Dosunmu. They set the pick. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And it's Towns missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Outside DeRozan. To the middle. Here's the Prophet. Here's Dosunmu. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Bright with it. No scoring in this one. Towns for three. It's good from long range.
You know, looking at Towns, you really don't expect that kind of range. You better think again, though.
Here's the Prophet, guarded by Wright. Outside, Green. Back to Vucevic. Pass to the Prophet. 6 on the shot clock. Driving inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
Second free throw, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. DeRozan against Edwards. For 3, Oubre. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Picked by Vucevic. The Prophet passes to Vucevic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Vucevic has got 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Rebound by the Bulls.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Here's the Prophet. And Wright pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Edwards. Lets it fly. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Here he goes.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Towns wide open. Here's Gobert. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Here's the Prophet. He's got 9. Vucevic setting the pick for Green. Passes to Vucevic. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 7. The pass to Edwards. It's right on the wing. A floater. Green with the rebound. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And good that time. He has 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Wright, the pass to Towns. Back to Wright. Gobert with a screen for Wright. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's Edwards. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Inside, Green, and Green slams it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Out to Edwards. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Green against Towns. Green with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Dosunmu. To the inside. Here's the Prophet. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
And Wright kicks to Edwards. He dishes it to Towns. Pass to Wright. There's the triple. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
A shot by the Prophet, no good.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Out to Edwards. Trying to end the drought, and Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got it back down to single digits for Minnesota.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
Here's the Prophet, guarded by Wright. Here's the Prophet. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal, shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Both teams will make substitutions. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. Number 1, the Bulls.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like
Come in for the Timberwolves.
Be up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We'll see DeRozan and Williams playing it forward. Dosunmu is out there with the Prophet, and it's Cornette in at the center. Ball stolen. Here's the Prophet. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. The Prophet's got 13 points.
one of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Schroeder outside. To the left side wing. Reed hits it from three-point range.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
The Prophet passes to DeRozan. Here's Cornette, guarded by Reed. Williams' shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 6. To the paint. Timberwolves passing it around. 9 feet out. The Prophet grabs the board. The Prophet's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Dosunmu. He kicks it to DeRozan. Now the pass to Dosunmu. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cornette, guarded by Reed. They get it back. Cornette can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Schroeder outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Williams with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 16 points for the Prophet.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Schroeder outside. Here's Viana. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Well, Rio, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And they double up DeRozan. Here's Cornette. And it's Struz with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Reed's got 5 now.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, Greg, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
Teams changing it up here. The list of contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
Look at the Prophet. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, the Prophet in the last game against the Clippers delivered in a major way. He ended up with 43 points, and what a game it was, posting a triple-double. He put on a show. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Vucevic, he's checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for DeMar DeRozan.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
White, the pass to Oubre. Another miss by Minnesota. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Pass to Gobert. Right outside. Edwards looking it over. And the three off target. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's White. Gobert with the block. It's right on the wing. Averages about 5 points a game. Here's White. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable, too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
Outside, Green. Pass to Dosunmu. Steps back and fires. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Wright dishes to Oubre. Gobert the screen. Oubre passes to Gobert. Picked his pocket. Edwards against White. Outside, Green. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Now here's Dosunmu. D right on him. Clock at 6. And it's Vucevic in the corner. The Bulls with another miss. The Timberwolves trail. Outside, Edwards. Passes it to Towns. Towns is doubled. And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
And he knocks down the first one.
One of the things I love about Towns is how versatile he is. He's a big guy who continues to be a matchup nightmare for defenses.
Minnesota making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in, and it's tied up with that one.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Picked by Vucevic. The Prophet passes to Vucevic. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Dennis Schroeder.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for White. Right inside. Misses in close. Chicago's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. The Prophet with the bucket.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Out to the wing. Here's Towns. Right outside. And the three ball is good. Wright's got 5.
Now that is huge when Wright is connecting from deep. It really spreads the floor for him and his teammates.
It's Schroeder with the drive. To the wing right side. Towns against Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Vucevic.
Nice job by Gobert finishing the play through the bump.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
They're not leaving any points at the free throw line this quarter. That's really the best way to protect the lead.
And Gobert drops them both.
And, you know, night to night, you pretty much know what you're going to get from Gobert. Rim protection, rebounding, intensity, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense. That's a valuable guy there.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Green. He's averaging 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Right outside. Towns for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
I do not think you can overstate Towns' range. I mean, he takes a tough shot there and makes it look easy.
Green with a screen on Wright. The Prophet passes to Green. That shot is off. Towns with the defensive effort. Schroeder finds Wright. There's a minute left now here in the second. From 11 feet away. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's the Prophet. Takes it inside. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wright with it. Now guarded by the Prophet. There's the pass to Oubre. Towns with it. Shoots over Vucevic. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Oubre. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead. Here's the Prophet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Schroeder outside. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Feeds it to Towns. Three-pointer right. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. For Chicago, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. That's good from the Prophet.
Number 86.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves ahead, up 3. Time now for the halftime break. with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
You know what, Shaq? One thing you can't teach is hustle. You have to have it inside of you. You can ask for it, you can demand it, but you can't teach it. It has to be in that person. This team has a number of guys like that.
I'm looking at their second chance points. They played with a hunger on the glass tonight. That's been the difference in this game.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching, love the three-point shootout. Here are some of the possible contenders.
The field is really coming into focus now. You know these guys are putting in some extra shots after practice.
Hoping practice makes perfect, because you almost need a perfect performance to win this now. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bulls trail by 3. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. White is out there with Edwards, and it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oubre outside. Launches from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. The Profits got 8 rebounds in this game. Vucevic, a screen on Towns. The Prophet passes to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Now that is a terrific cut to the basket by Vucevic. I mean, really excelling in the pick and roll set.
Timberwolves shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Outside, Towns. Kicks it to Gobert. Outside, Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. Oubre outside. No good from outside. Chicago leading. Green, the pass to the Prophet. Back to Green. Over Towns. Towns with the defensive effort.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
No good on the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to the Prophet. Driving the lane, and he jams it with authority.
And you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Timberwolves trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's DeRozan, and he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, guys, we've seen DeRozan. He's got tremendous bounce, and when he's airborne, not only is he up high, he's strong while he's in the air, too. Really special.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. Minnesota calls timeout. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Chicago. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And for Chicago, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Wright looking around. Towns finds Wright. 6 to shoot. Back to Towns. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Towns has got 15 points.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Green with a screen on Wright. Lobbed up there for Green. Oubre with the steal. Down low. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Edwards.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Green with a screen on Wright. Here's the Prophet. He's got 29 points. Vucevic the pass to the Prophet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dosunmu. Sweet little floater. 7 points in the game.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Edwards dishes to Wright. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Wright. Towns sets the pick for Wright. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Here's the Prophet. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Passes it to Wright. Stolen away. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Stops. Pops. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. For 3, Edwards. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Over to the left wing. Outside, Green. DeRozan again through Bray. DeRozan's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. DeRozan against Edwards. A miss that time would have put him up.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Always ready to grind and work for it. DeRozan does what he has to get his finish.
Oubre against DeRozan. For 3, Edwards. The Prophet grabs the board. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Vucevic. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Oubre kicks to Towns. Nice move. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Got that one up quick. And now a 9-point Bulls lead.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
That is room service delivery from right there. For the sweet dime to create a high percentage shot.
Green, the screen. The Prophet passes to Green, and Green slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Clock at 6. Edwards passes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Takes a three. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got a pair of threes now here in the third for Minnesota.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Vucevic a screen on right. The Prophet passes to Vucevic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Vucevic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Right outside. And the pass to Oubre. Towns with it. Guarded by Green. Outside Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blows. The Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good from the Prophet. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And the Bulls making a change also. White's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside, Towns. Chicago grabs the miss.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Vucevic finds Green. Pass to the Prophet. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Green. Lets it go with a 3. Good on the triple. Green's got 9.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Gobert. Schroeder looking around. Pass to Towns. That one falls. 17 points in the game.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
Green with a screen on right. Here's the Prophet. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Chicago leading by 10. Here's the Prophet. 33 points for him. Over in the corner, Green fires for 3, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Now here's Wright. Tight defense on him. Towns kicks to Wright. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Green. And here comes the break. Here's the Prophet. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. 35 points for the Prophet.
And always on the attack. Green's relentlessness helps generate turnovers.
Minnesota calls timeout. been making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. Number 1, the Bulls.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
1:25 left in the third quarter. Schroeder kicks to Reed. Back to Schroeder. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Driving in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The pass to Strus. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside, White. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Here's the Prophet. 37 points for him. Vucevic a screen on Schroeder. They kick it out to Green. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And it's crucial that Green hits from the outside because it makes everything easier for his teammates.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head in. Bulls making a change here. White's checked in, and then for Chicago, Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Kobe White, and the Prophet subbed in for Ball. So for Chicago right now, DeRozan out there with Green. Then there's Dosunmu. Then it's the Prophet, and it's Vucevic in at the center filling out the middle. Schroeder passes to Strus. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Strus has got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Schroeder. Fades and shoots. The Prophet with the bucket. The Prophet's got 39.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Schroeder outside. Another shot. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's Edwards on the wing. Vucevic defending. Edwards can't hit. The Bulls leading by 18. The Prophet passes to DeRozan. Here's the Prophet. Pass to Green for three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 6th rebound on the night. It's right on the wing. Back to Schroeder. A special move before the shot.
There's the added discipline to Schroeder's game on display there, just taking what the defense allows.
Picked by Vucevic. Here's the Prophet. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Max Strus. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Timberwolves trail by 19. Now Edwards. He kicks it to Oubre. Shoots over DeRozan. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Vucevic a screen on right. Here's the Prophet, and that one is hammered home.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Oubre dishes to right. Off target from 3-point range.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Edwards passes to right. Oubre, right side. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. DeRozan with it. Into the lane. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his 1st foul. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
We gotta talk out there. We gotta talk.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Wright.
Well, you know, you've got to really appreciate DeLon Wright's relentless desire to get better. I mean, this guy is constantly trying to hone his craft.
The Prophet passes to Dosunmu. Here's the Prophet, guarded by Wright. Shot clock at 6. With the fadeaway. No good off the back of the rim.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
For 3, Edwards. The Prophet grabs the board.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Pass to Towns. Right outside. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Outside, Towns. Here's Wright. Almost, but it rolls out. The Bulls leading by 20. Here's the Prophet. Oh, Vucevic in position. Towns with the steal. Oubre outside. To the inside. And Towns throws it down.
Virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
Here's the Prophet, guarded by Wright. The Prophet passes to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
So, Clark, we know you're very familiar with the college game. How do you think the one-and-done rule has worked out so far?
You know, not as it was intended to, Kevin. I mean, in some ways, the chance to see guys like Durant and others play in college for a year was better than not having them there. But I think it's also created this expectation that if you're not a one-and-done, that you've somehow failed. And that's detrimental to the psyche of young players.
Edwards can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's the Prophet, guarded by Wright. Green left side. Here's Dosunmu. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And a
yes, sir! Yes, sir! My goodness. Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Vucevic a screen on Wright. The Prophet passes to Vucevic. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards kicks to Wright. Back to Edwards. Goes up on the wing. Draymond Green with the rebound. Chicago dictating the flow. Here's the Prophet. To the paint. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. No good on that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up.